And even the numbers that they're telling me when it picks up, I'm still not going to be close to that $2,000 a week, which is why I was saying I want to buy a truck next year, because I know that's where that'll put me. Owning a truck paid off cash will put me at that $2,000 a week locally. But I'm not going to get there right now. You know what I'm saying? And at the rate of what I'm being paid at HUD, the realization of buying a truck next year is just becoming less and less realistic. You know what I'm saying? And so that's when I said, me and my wife in the previous video, we talked about where we just had to come to the realization. The money that I want to make on top of what she makes, while still being able to spend quality time, it's just not, I haven't found anything there. If you know something that I don't know, please let me know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know something where I can work and not own a truck, work 4 to 5 days a week, or let's just say 5 days a week, or I'll even work 6 days a week, but I don't have to work longer than 8 to 9 hours a day, let me know, and I'll sign up for it. But if you're talking about something that I'm going to have to work 5, 6 days a week and still put 10 to 12 to 13, 14 hours in, I just don't want to do that. I just don't. Not anymore. Because it's just like, with the schedule that my wife has and the schedule that would be, I still wouldn't be able to participate in the things on a weekly basis, on a daily basis that, I would want to. The situation that I'm looking for is a situation to where I can relax because I have money. And I think I've been trying to relax without having that relaxed money. I don't have that fuck you money yet. And I was on my way there, but I cut it short. I took a pay cut, man. let's call it a spade a spade. Everything that I've done since leaving Swift as a lease operator that was training has been a pay cut. And everything that has happened since then is the result of such. Because I had got my family adjusted to a lifestyle that once I left that position, we were no longer able to afford. So that's why we continue to try to buy nice things and go on trips and do certain things that we really couldn't afford. But because I had experienced it, I didn't want to make my family feel like we was going backwards. And my wife didn't understand that the only reason that we were able to do those things was because I was making that money I was making over the road leasing and training. She didn't understand that we wouldn't be able to continue doing those things if I came local. She understands it now because she's seen it. Because I've come home and we've been in good standing, and so everything has been going good as far as the marriage. But then we're looking at the money like we can't do this. But we was doing this then, but we couldn't do it now. Money not the same. The money ain't as long as it used to be. Am I saying that local drivers don't make as much as OTR? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that in order to make the money that OTR drivers make, a local driver has to put in just as many hours as an OTR driver damn near does. Which means that extra quality time that we always think that we're going to get, we just not going to get. You're just not. Now but I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, because you have some guys who are okay with coming home for 2 hours, 3 hours with their family, going to bed, doing it all over. Some people are fine with that. And I thought I was. Just not. I've got burnt out after burnt out. It's a job. It becomes a job. It becomes, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't think that that's what I should be doing. If I would have never made that money I made at Swift, I probably wouldn't even be thinking like this. I probably would have went somewhere locally and stayed there and, would have been good. Even when me and my wife had our complications, it would have been, I still wouldn't have went over the road. I would have just dealt with it and found out with it, got my own spot temporarily or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I would have just figured out something. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I feel, man. That's where I'm at with it. Am I contradicting everything I've said to this point? Probably. I don't care. I mean, I just don't. I believe what I believed then. I believe what I believe now. Who knows what I'll believe 3 months from now? But if I go somewhere and I start making the money that I know I'm capable of making, I find it real hard to believe, now that I've experienced the local life, now that I've experienced that the grass isn't greener like I thought it was, that I doubt that I go back. Because, again, when I was at Swift and I left and I came local, I just felt like I was missing out on so much. I just felt like I was missing out on so much, when in reality, I wasn't missing that much. And probably haven't done as much as I could have done. I mean, like, I think to myself, if I had stayed at Swift until now, and I know you're not supposed to dwell on the past, you're not supposed to regret. I'm not regretting anything. I'm just trying to learn from it. If I would have stayed at Swift up until this point right now, I wouldn't have been no D-Raj with no fleet or nothing like that, but things would be a lot. I feel like things would be a lot different, if I'm being honest. I feel like things would be way different than what they are now. For the better. For the better. But I don't know. There's no way knowing anything, but that's just my assumption. That's my belief. But I do believe that knowing what I know now, and if I can get an opportunity to do the same thing I did 2 years ago, I believe that I can more than make up for all the damage that I've done in the last 2 years. I feel like if I can go back to making that type of money, that $2,000 to $3,000 a week range, manage it correctly, learn from the previous money management issues that I had. Communicate everything with my wife like I didn't before. Every move. Letting her see everything. Telling her as it happens, not versus not telling her after the fact. I believe that before this year is over with, I can make up for the last 2 years. Money-wise. I do. I do. And that's easier said than done. But I believe that, again, knowing what I know now and being disciplined to the knowledge that I have now and being disciplined to the resources that I have around me, that if I do what I'm about to do correctly, or if I do, if I follow through with what I'm thinking about doing, that I can more than make up for it. So we'll see, I'll keep you guys updated on my moves. I'm going to just keep doing videos like this and just putting the truth out there, man. I'm just trying to get better. I'm tired of fucking up. I'm tired of feeling like a fuck up. I'm tired of feeling like a loser. I'm tired of feeling like I'm not living my best life. I'm tired of just trying to portray something on social media. And I think that's what leads to such insecure responses to some of my comments, because if I'm already feeling doubt of myself, any small doubt in a situation automatically, it's a weak foundation. So if someone comes up with a harsh truth, instead of accepting it, embracing it, and learning, I get defensive. You know what I'm saying? So that's where my head at right now, man. Judge me however you want. You can't judge me no harder than I judge myself. You know what I'm saying? You can't be harder on me no harder than I've been hard on myself. That sounded weird, but whatever. Pause, I guess. But I do believe I'm 28 years old. I still believe I have time to make up for the mistakes I've made in life, with my money, with my health. I just do. You know what I'm saying? So my son is 4 years old. By the time he's 8, by the time he's 15, hopefully he won't even have to deal with any of the consequences of my inconsistencies from the last 2 years. Hopefully these next 2 years or 5 years more than makes up for it. That's where I'm at with it. So that's what my thought process is. So, but as always, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. Don't be too hard on yourself, man. You're only human. God, family, trucking. I'm gone.